Shut the fuck up!
Frog tape. It's not just for painting. Frog tape is not associated with BDG or Animals House in any way. No snacks were harmed in the filming of this project. Welcome to the home of the freak athlete. Grab yourself a seat and chill with Snacks and Animal here at Animals House.
What do you say we start this show?
I don't know. Animal, what do you say? It's your fucking house. Oh, shit. Damn it. Fuck.
I mean, yeah, keep cursing. Keep cursing. All right, everybody, welcome to the show. Today, for Animals House, we got a over-under episode where the whole episode is just all about over-unders, talking about totals for gambling. We're going to talk about the NFL specifically, but before... thank you. We're going to do the AFC today, and on Thursday episode, we're going to do the NFC.
That's the other conference, yes.
But before we get into the NFL, we want to get into some life. We want to do some life over-unders. Like I said, the whole episode's over-unders. So, dude, I can't, breathe.
Yeah, you sound like shit.
I feel like, you know what it is? I'm getting really into my, Tony Soprano, my role play here. So,
Yeah, but his breathing's,
even when
sounds good. Yours sounds terrible.
All right, so... Let's get into these over-under life events. We're gonna do...
Am I wrong, Ike? That's an issue. That's a big issue.
I'm a little worried.
Yeah, that's a big issue.
Let's get to the first one. We're gonna go here with... Let's set a line for an appropriate amount of slices of pizza to eat during a meal. And now, when we're talking about lines here, this is Vegas style, a realistic line, not I eat 10 pieces of pizza.
Yeah, no tough guy act.
Yeah, we're doing realistic lines here. We both did this blind, so I don't know what he's picking. He doesn't know what I'm picking. I'm going to start us off. I'm going to go with 3.5.
Yeah. I went 2.5.
Okay.
And then this is what I wanted to say. Some restaurants you can get thin and crispy, which you could probably eat a little bit more. But if you have a full in-depth pizza, I would go 2.5. But we're also, we're
a little different in size.
We're a little different in size.
My looking at it was you split a pie with a buddy, and you each probably are going to have 4 slices.
Each, right.
So 3.5, you might have 3 if you're not feeling that hungry that day, or maybe your girlfriend's there and she wants to eat a bitch slice, so you give her a little bitty slice, and then you still eat 3 big slices or something like that.
Yeah, no. 3.5 is a good number. I went 2.5 just on the premise of I wasn't particularly sure which way we were going.
No, I think 2.5 is a reasonable number.
And also, it depends on how much garlic powder and Parmesan cheese you put.
Cheese is a big factor too. If it's a very cheesy slice, then it's
going to weigh you down a little bit more.
Yes, definitely. All right, we got 3 of these, so let's get to these other 2. We're gonna go with. Oh, I like this one a lot. Yeah, we know you do. Let's set an appropriate over/under line for how many times you should watch porn in 1 week.
6.5.
Dude, 6.5.
Wow, look at us.
Yeah,
look at us.
One a day, basically, right?
Exactly.
All right.
Once a day, you can watch porn.
Because that's a normal, realistic,
right.
Realistically, I might push 9.
It really does say 6.5.
It's 6.5.
Yeah, I know.
That's crazy. Good. Well, because you're thinking like me. Because here's the problem. You can say oh, it's too much, but when you're on Instagram and
I don't think
Twitter,
it's that much.
And you're just scrolling through, and there's just some fucking Instagram girl with her butt cheeks out. I'm like, that's just the first step.
It triggers Animal's mind to go into bed.
It's just all right, let's
dig deeper. Get the cloth out.
Let's dig deeper here. What else could we find? On. So then you go down this wormhole of ass pics and butt cheeks, and then all of a sudden, now you're on hardcore porn, doggy style, reverse cow. It goes on and on. 6.5, I think, is a reasonable number.
I think 6.5 is right. I don't think you should masturbate on the Lord's Day, Sunday. So
that's why you have that. All right.
So 6.5.
But every once in a while, if you do, it's okay.
It's not the end of the world.
All right, that's fair.
At the end of the day.
All right, and this last one here, this is an interesting one because I guess it could vary per person, but I mean it really shouldn't. So let's go with here. Let's set a line for how many times you should poop your pants in a year, a calendar year.
365 days.
365 days.
366 on a leap year.
Nope, 364.
Leap year, there's an extra day.
I thought they'd take a day away. Yeah, you live and you learn.
He also, can I just say, well, no, we'll finish this, then I'll say why I'm going to call you an idiot. Go ahead.
All right, so what's your line here for pooping your pants? How many times is it acceptable?
0.5.
0.5.
Yeah, once a year.
You know what? I wanted to go 1.5, but I do have 0.5.
Yeah.
Listen, it's,
I don't think I've shit, well, from experience, I don't think I've shit myself since 2013 in my pants.
How old were you in 2013?
20.
All right, that's reasonable.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good age to shit yourself.
Right.
So, I mean, listen, if you're in your teens and an adult, you shouldn't be pooping your pants anymore. We get it. Like, we gave you a 0.5 because, listen, it could happen. It's something that, like,
it's a doomsday type scenario.
Yeah, like, sometimes, like, something just doesn't react well with your stomach. You eat some bad halal food or something. I get the meat sweats, and then I'm pooping in the car. And, that's just, that happens. Happens. Actually, wait, hold on. Let me clear that up. Because when I say happens, that makes it sound like it happens all the time. Like I'm just constantly eating halal food and shit in my pants in my car.
Just shitting in the car.
Yeah.
I was going to say, like, you get to the point where you're so drunk and fucked up. Remember when Fade the Public earlier in the fall when I was, like, catastrophically... When you had to
sleep over?
Yeah. I physically couldn't move. That would be a time where if you shit your pants, it wouldn't be that egregious. But I can understand the bad.
Yeah, I mean, you get so drunk you can't control your bowels. I guess it's okay.
Right. So,
all right, let's move on from talking about
real quick.
Pooping pants.
Real quick.
What do you got?
So last week we touched on Green Book. Great movie.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you got me here.
I did. I got you bad.
Yeah. Listen. Here's the thing with that. I think when it first came out, on HBO or whatever. And my dad said you should watch this movie Green Book. And I was like, I just took his word for it, and it just stuck with me. And then I would type in Green Brook, and it would come up, and it would say Green Book, but in my head, I never saw the R.
Right.
And I'm not kidding. If you asked me to bet my legs that it was Green Brook, I would have. I would have bet that my legs.
I know.
I would have bet my eyeballs, everything.
So I texted.
I was so confident.
So I texted Matt. I texted Animal after Animal's House came out last week, and Ike, our editor, does a phenomenal job. Thank you, Ike. And he put Green Book on the screen, and it said Green Book, the literal movie poster. And Animal's like, Ike over-edited it. It's Green Brook. I'm like, wait a minute. What am I missing? No, it's not. So I sent him the Wikipedia page.
I said Ike edited it to look like a book, you idiot.
Yeah, but it wasn't even remotely the case.
No, that's just what it was. Yeah, no, that was on me.
That's on you.
No, you're right. You got me there.
I did. Hey, listen, you count a win's a win's a win. So,
all right,
I'm going to take that. Green Book, great movie.
Let's dive into some NFL win totals for the AFC. Let's start off with the AFC North, and we're going to go with the didn't even get to the team. We're going to start with the Ravens, the defending division champs. They were 14-2 last season. Their line is set at 11.5. What are you going with, my man?
You know what? This is the first one, and this might be Vegas' best line. We hate the word regression. We hate it.
Yes.
They just lost Earl Thomas. I think defenses maybe figure out the running back. Quarterback Lamar Jackson a little bit more. I'm gonna go under. I think they go 11-5.
That's fair.
I think they go 11-5 on the dot. They're probably gonna win the division, make the playoffs, and everything. But 14-2, I could see them.
Yeah, I could see them easily losing 2 or 3 more games just because the Steelers,
you would think back. Yeah,
you would think the Steelers are going to be better, and the Browns are going to be better, and the Bengals might even be able to steal one with Joe Burrow and a kind of competent line now. Who knows? So yeah, I'm going to go under on that one too. I think the Ravens were too efficient last year to be able to mimic that again and have that same success. They could easily be a 12-win team, but
no, of course. But I would say in overall, in totality and everything, factoring everything in, the division getting better, some guys coming back. I think 11 wins on the dot is where they finish. So under.
Fair. All right, Steelers, next team. They were 8-8 last year. Their line is set at 9. Just 9.
9 times.
9 times.
9 times. I'm gonna go over.
I wanted to go over too, but I'm going to go under only because I don't believe Ben's going to play more than 5 games.
I do. I think Ben has a big
this
year.
is it?
Yeah.
I just don't. I'm not buying it.
I also look at it. They won 8 games with Duck Hodges and Mason Rudolph. Like that
I know.
defense is so good that
I know.
they probably have the best defense in football.
No, you're right. You're right. I'm gonna go under.
That's what you said already. I said over. So,
I know.
so am I right or
No, I'm gonna go under
Okay.
still.
Okay.
I just don't believe in Ben.
Which is fair. I believe in Ben. I'm going to put coaching, defense, and the quarterback into everything. I will go over.
All right. Browns 6-10 last year.
Under.
The line is set at 8.5. I just
Can't trust them.
like the problem with the Browns is they've become the new like hype team every year. Like this is the Browns are going to the playoffs this year. Like okay,
That's
maybe,
what happens
but
when
like,
you have a cancerous OBJ on your team.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm allowed to
this
say
is,
that, by
This
the
is
way.
maybe a stretch, but I was gonna say I wouldn't be surprised if the Bengals had a better record than the Browns. But
That's a stretch.
But you know what's crazy?
That's a stretch.
It's like I hate even that I just said this, but like I kind of actually think the Browns are going to be better this year.
I do too, but I don't
Right?
think I don't think they're going to go 9-7, 10-6.
I think
it's
they will.
It's a tough division, and I don't love Baker Mayfield.
No,
He came in like a bat out of hell 2 years ago as a rookie, but I don't know. He's
he had a little sophomore slump. You know what? I'm gonna go over. I'm not gonna feel good about it, but I'm gonna do it.
That's a tough one. The reason
I think they
the
can
reason why
squeeze
I
out
would-
9 games.
It's 9.5 or 8.5. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The reason why I think they could do it, Stefanski's going to run the ball, and they have the best running back duo.
And their
in
offensive
football.
line is very good.
It's
and
much better. Yeah. But the offensive line, a lot of new pieces. It takes a lot to click.
For sure. But like, I'm gonna go with like the fact that like eventually the Browns have to win 9 games eventually. Like, it's gonna have to happen. They're gonna go to the playoffs one year, right? Like these are the best teams they've had in a long time. So like, why not bet on it now? Over Browns.
Yeah. I'm going to go under. I'm going to say 8-8 for the Browns.
All right, fair. All right, Bengals 2-14 last year. Line is set at 5.5.
Which is ridiculous to me. I'm sorry. I'm going under.
I think they're gonna win 5 games.
I don't think they've improved that much.
I think they win 5 games, if that. So you're right, under. Under, there's
I'm gonna
really
go
nothing else to talk about
No.
for the Bengals. Like, yeah, Joe Burrow's there, and
I can tell you though, next year when we talk about the Bengals, I think we're going to be talking about a playoff team. I like the young pieces they have. Their defense is still shit though. They got to
defense
fix
is
that
shit,
defense.
and they're just not a winning culture. So fuck them.
No,
All right,
fuck 'em.
AFC North.
Off my board.
Get the fuck out of here. We're done with you. Let's go over to the A. We're gonna go never eat soggy waffles. All right, so we're gonna go east. We're gonna go the AFC East. What, you never learned that?
I mean, yeah, I just haven't heard that probably in 10 years.
Educating you.
That was good.
All right, we're gonna go.
I
with,
educated you, Green Book.
Yeah, you did. You did with Green Book. Green Book. No R. All right, AFC East. We're gonna start off with the reigning champs of the division,
For the last 25 fucking years.
the Patriots, who went 12-4 last year. They don't have Tom Brady now, but they do have Cam Newton. The line is set at 9. That's like the consensus line, though. But you can get them at 8.5 at Sugar House.
If you can get them at 8.5
8.5
at Sugar,
is a
I
smash,
pound it.
right? That's
Pound
what I'm
it.
saying. Like, I only
Pound
put that
it.
in there because, like, we're gonna go with like for the show, the line is 9 because that's the consensus. You can only get 8.5 at Sugar House.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I might actually like place a bet on that.
I like 9.5.
I feel like they could win 10 games if they're 12-4 last year. Like, yeah, they have guys sitting out. They have guys sitting out for COVID.
You have
Defense, big defensive pieces.
yes, but you still have
The Patriots, Bill Belichick, who just plugs random guys in and plays them, and they work out.
And I know he's got his injury history, whatnot. I think they upgraded a quarterback. Tom Brady looked like shit last year.
I don't know if it's an upgrade, but it's not a downgrade. Like you,
All right, fine.
You know what I mean?
That's a fair point.
It's
Yeah,
not like
that's a
I'm
fair
looking
point.
at like Cam, like going like, oh, so much worse than Tom.
Like if Jared Stidham's playing,
this
we're
is
going
a
under.
clear under, but
We're
this
going
line
under.
also isn't at 8.5 if Stidham's playing.
Correct. It's probably like 7.5.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go over. I think they go 10-6.
All right, that's fair. I'm over too. I think it's an easy smash. That 8.5 Sugar House line, if it's still available,
Sugar House line.
By the time
Go.
you see this episode, you should just smash that.
Go.
All right, let's go over to the Bills. The Bills were 10-6 last year, and the line is set at 8.5. And I'm gonna go under.
This is my favorite over.
Really?
Yes. I love the Bills.
I love McDermott.
I love the Bills.
I just don't believe in Josh Allen to win games. I love like him.
He
for
won
fantasy.
10 last year.
Did
So
he
you're
win?
you're
10?
saying he's going to take a two win decline this year?
Yeah.
I don't think so. That defense got better. They upgraded the offense with Stephon Diggs. They brought in Zach Moss. Josh Allen maybe takes another step. It's not even so much Josh Allen. It's the culture, the coaching staff, the defense, the weapons, everything. 8.5, still. This is my favorite over of the year.
Really?
I think they go like 11-5, 12-4. I think the Bills are that good this year.
I disagree. I'm going to take the under. I think that
Josh Allen, it's the Josh Allen part.
Yeah, for
That's
me.
what gets you. Yeah.
I love Sean McDermott. I love the team. I just don't think he can win the games. I think the teams
We
were
saw
winning
what
the
happened in
games.
the playoffs. Like, oh my
Exactly.
God.
And yeah, the regular season different. That's what we're betting on now. So
but
for sure.
You play the Dolphins twice. You play the Jets twice. You play
Here's the thing.
A lesser Patriots team twice.
I think, let's move on to the Jets, because I think the Jets are
the worst team in football.
I think they went 7-9 last year with Sam Darnold, with Mono, with a shit O-line, with just terrible things going on in the organization all the time. The line is set at 6.5. It's lower than that they won. Like, they won 7 games last year. The line is 6.5, and you can't tell me that, like, yeah, they don't have receivers, but like the team,
You're going over.
The team has improved. Yeah, for sure.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
See, I think, how did the team improve when you lose your best football player in Jamal Adams? You lose C.J. Mosley sitting out for the season.
He was out for the whole season last year. He played 1 quarter.
But did you see who they beat?
I believe in Greg Williams to be able to put out a solid defense.
Okay, so much you believe in that? I don't believe in Adam Gase.
No, not at all. But like
their offensive line,
you're asking them to win 7 games again when Darnold missed like 4 games last year, 3 games last year.
I think they might be the second or third worst team in football.
Nah, we'll see.
I think the Jets are that bad. They have
so you're
nobody.
Under then.
I'm going under.
All right, fair.
I'm going big time under.
That's fine. All right, you're going under. I'm going over. Keep an eye on that one, fellas. Dolphins.
I have such nice blue eyes, don't I?
Dolphins 5-11 last year. The line is set at 6. Ugh.
This one sucks.
I don't like this one.
I don't either.
You want to just skip it?
Kind of.
All right, let's skip this.
Push. 6 and 10. Push.
Yeah, push.
Push.
Push. Love it.
Push.
All right. Let's never eat soggy waffles. We're going south. AFC South. Texans, come on down.
You were wrong about Texans last year.
Not really.
Yeah, you were. You said they weren't going to make the playoffs. I said they would.
Oh, well, I said they sucked and they wouldn't win, so whatever.
I mean, they went to the second round of the playoffs.
Yeah, they suck. They went to the second round of the playoffs last year, blah, blah, blah. They were 10-6. The line is set at 7.5. So big drop off. Yeah, they lost DeAndre Hopkins, but like, that's really it. Like, right?
I'm hitting the over on that.
Right? I feel like they're just that team that's going to win 9 games no matter what.
Yeah. In,
like
that division, you're playing the Jaguars twice.
Yeah, Deshaun Watson's like just a very good quarterback. He's going to have to carry the team.
Yeah.
And
so, wow. Wait. Do you remember? Obviously, probably not.
You know
they
what?
Went 10-6 last year, and you go.
I'm going under.
Okay, that's fine. It's wrong. They're going to be better.
I'm going under. This is the year they actually do suck. I say it every year.
Does DeAndre Hopkins really account for like 3 wins?
No.
That's insane. I guess a year older J.J. Watt. You lose Clowney. Well, they lost Clowney last year.
He was already gone.
Yeah. Brian Cushing's not there anymore.
He hasn't been there for years. Texans are just one of those teams that I just never believe in. Sometimes I feel like they just have these fluky ass wins or whatever. So like I'm just off them. They shouldn't even have won 9 or 10 games whenever they have.
I'm gonna trust in Deshaun Watson. I'm gonna go over.
I think they're gonna be a 5-win team.
I think their offensive line's better.
Big under, Texans. All right, the next team in this division, one of my favorite teams in the NFL.
We're gonna smash this one.
The Titans set at 8.5. They won 9 games last year. 8.5. They won 9 last year. Like the team is the same. They lost Jack Conklin. They lost Jack Conklin. They lost Jarrell Casey to the Broncos. Yeah, it's a good
two big losses.
2 big losses, but is it like sure they won 9 games last year.
You got a full Ryan Tannehill season.
But they also started off a little shaky. So
Mariota was playing. That's what I said.
You got a full Ryan Tannehill. I think this is an easy over. I think they're a 10-win team.
I don't want to say easy, but I will take the over. I think
they win 10 games.
I think they're a 9-7 team, just like they've been. I think they're an average team. They don't do anything great. I mean, maybe you could say Derrick Henry running the ball is great.
Yeah. And they're really, really great in the red zone.
I don't think they're one of those spectacular teams. So I see 9-7, which is that they're going to the playoffs.
Which is all we need because the line's 8.5.
Over.
So over. Beautiful. Colts, 7-9 last year with Jacoby Brissett. The line at consensus is set for 9, but You can get them at 8.5 at MGM, which is like the easiest smash I think I've ever seen in my life. I don't believe in Phil Rivers, but that team is too good to not win.
We both agree.
9 games.
We both agree. That's the best from top to bottom.
That's the best bet
roster,
on the board.
The best roster in football.
I was going to say the best bet on the board, but yeah, okay.
I don't think they have a weakness on defense. They have the best offensive line. They have an incoming rookie running back who could easily rush for 1,000 yards if he started.
Yeah, the fact that they won 7 games last year with
which is
Jacoby
mind-blowing.
Brissett. So like Phil Rivers'
Brian
arm,
Hoyer started 2 games too.
Yeah,
Sorry,
his arm's not as good, but like Phil Rivers is a better decision maker.
Yeah,
you know, he's
a veteran. He's a veteran. He's got that chip on his shoulder that we both love. I'm going over. I think the Colts win the division.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I do too. I think the Colts are an 11-win team, and I think it's disrespectful to have.
I don't know about 11. I think
10-6,
11-5. That's where I'm going. Yeah, that's
stupid.
I would hammer the over. Colts. All right, hammer it.
Last team in the AFC South is the Jaguars, which might be the worst team in the NFL this year. 6-10 last year. Line is set at 4.5.
I love Gardner Minshew, but
I think they win 4 games.
That team's really, really bad.
I think they win 4 games.
Really bad. I'd probably
Maybe
go
3.
I'd probably go 2-14.
Yeah,
that's how bad I think.
The 2-14 team.
Do they play the Jets?
I don't know. That's
well, if they play the Jets, they got to win. So,
well, I think you're wrong. I think the Jets are going to be an 8-win team.
Yeah, that's where we go. That's where we disagree.
7.
Under on the Jags.
All right, under on the Jags. Yeah, that's the consensus.
But we love Gardner. Love him.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. He's a cool guy. All right, AFC West, the toughest division in all of sports.
Really?
I was waiting for like anything from someone.
Really?
Yeah.
I was trying to think about it. It's honestly probably the toughest division.
It's probably one of the toughest divisions of football. I don't know if it is, but it's definitely up there.
Well, NFC West is probably the second. You know.
Oh, that's delicious.
Because you may have the 2 best teams in the NFC in one division. The Cardinals are up and coming. The Rams have McVay. They have a system. So anyway, it's a very tough division. Very tough.
All right, AFC West, last division of the show. Chiefs. 12-4 last season. They won a Super Bowl. Whoop-de-doo. The line is set at 11.5.
Over.
You know what?
How do you not? How do you not?
I think they win 11 games.
Mahomes missed 3 games last year. They went 12-4.
Yes, but the Broncos had close games with them for the past 2 years now. And they're going to get one this year.
Division games are always
They're going to get one this year, though.
So what?
That's going to take a win away, 11 and
who
5.
are they losing to? They're the best team in football.
11 and 5. Listen, this
they
is
got the
football.
best quarterback. They got the best quarterback we've ever seen.
It's football. The people, it's just going to happen. Super Bowl hangover also.
That's a real thing.
This is the easy under,
Not in 2008, because the Giants were the best team in football after they beat the 18-1 Patriots. Ike, you could say this. Attest to this, Ike.
I think this is an easy under.
Ike, attest to that. Ike, attest to it.
Yes.
Yes. They were 11-1. They weren't beating teams. They were cunting teams. Cunting them. Beating the piss out of him, and then Burr shot himself in the dick, and then we were all fucked. I'm going over on the Chiefs.
I'm going under.
I say 12-4 again. 11-5. We're right
very
there.
Hard
we're
to
right
repeat.
there.
Very hard to repeat like that.
It is.
So
it is.
I think
think with Mahomes.
I think the sharp bet is under, and if you are sharp, you probably did bet under. So
you're not a sharp.
Broncos, the best team in the division, finished 7-9 last year. 7-9 last year.
He says that, but I'm not allowed to talk about Joe Judge.
And the line is set at 7.5. I mean, they won 7 games last year. Drew Lock came in and won 4 out of the 5 he played. So you have to assume he's going to come in. Improved offense, second-year head coach. This is the easiest over on the board.
I thought the Colts were.
Yeah, they're right. They're dancing on the same line. All right.
Well, that's good. I'm going under. I think the Broncos go 7-9. I'm not a Drew Lock believer. I love the Broncos roster, though. I've told you this.
Can't wait till we do the NFC.
That's fine.
Cocksucker.
You told me how much you really like the Giants. Remember we did that on FTP? You're like, man, I think I like the Giants.
Yeah, whatever. Shut your mouth.
Yeah. I think 7-9 is fair. 8-8.
You don't think they're going to improve at all? That's what I'm saying. They won 7.
It's not so much improvement. I love that roster.
You do realize we lost like the first 4 games on a field goal on like
ridiculous clock management, and everything like that.
And all that shit that got better at the end of the season.
I don't love Vic Fangio as a head coach.
Oh,
I don't.
Just stop.
Sorry.
Just stop.
And I'm not the biggest Drew Lock guy. I like Pat Shurmur as offense coordinator. I like that a lot, and I like the overall talent. But I'm going to say 7-9.
I'm going to say you're wrong. I'm going to say over. It's the easiest one on the board. All right.
Not the Colts. The Broncos are the easiest one on the board.
Yes. The horse teams. Those are the easiest bets.
That was good.
Oh, I know. All right, last two teams. Let's get these over with because they're both shit. Who cares anyway? Raiders 7-9 last year.
Over.
Lions said 7.5. I'm going over too.
Going over. I like the Raiders.
Too. I think
like
Gruden is an underrated head coach. I think people just like to laugh at him and give that narrative because it's John Gruden and it's funny.
Well, because he spent so many years. People forget he was a very good coach before this.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. People who don't know football just like to make fun of John Gruden. So
they have a top 3 offensive line in football. A great running back. They have an underrated quarterback. They added weapons. Ruggs. Waller's coming back. Renfro's back. The defense got better.
Yeah,
so,
I think they're just an improved team. The fact that they won 7 games last year, I think they're going to be a game better for sure.
I agree.
So that's an easy one. And the Chargers, 5-11 last year. The line is set at 7.5, and they have Tyrod Taylor, who's I don't hate Tyrod Taylor as a quarterback. I think he's very efficient and he's a good game manager.
He's not a difference-making guy
but he's not going to make them win 3 extra games.
No, and Herbert's probably coming in midway. So
yeah, so this is an insane line here at 7.5. I mean, unless we're just not seeing something I get it. Derwin James is back and Joey Bosa is really good, but
Joey Bosa is really good.
7, they're not going to win 8 games, especially in the best division in football. So
I agree with that.
I think this is a easy under on the Chargers. They suck.
I say 5-11, 6-10.
I think they were going to. Yeah, exactly. I think they're a 5-win team.
And we said it on the first episode. We are big fans of Anthony Lynn.
Yes,
great coach.
Doesn't mean his team is going to perform well this year.
I think they have a very, very good defense.
Also, I don't know if there's
Derwin James back healthy. Bosa, Ingram.
I don't know if there's any proof of this, but isn't there something to do with Hard Knocks teams just always suck? Is that a thing?
Who was last year? The Raiders?
Yeah, they weren't that great.
They didn't suck, but yeah.
Right?
They didn't reach their,
undershoot their expectations. Right?
Shoot it.
Under.
All right. On the Chargers.
That's it. That's all we have for the NFL totals. Next week, we're going to do the NFC. But before we end the show, I just wanted to...
Yeah, can we plug our sponsor, please?
What sponsor?
You forgot to plug our sponsor.
Oh, I mean, you guys saw that in the beginning. It's Frog Tape. It's our unofficial sponsor of the show. It's pretty useful stuff as you've seen. But what I wanted to do here is I just want to end the show just to give you guys a little in touch, into my personal side here. Just wanted to give you one of my personal fears. I just wanted to leave you with this. Getting beat with a bat, just beat the shit out of by a baseball bat. It's got to be one of my biggest fears. It's I don't know, it might have started from the casino scene when they beat the shit out of Nicky Santoro and his brother.
Yeah.
It just left a bad taste in my mouth for bats. So that's just something I have on my list, and I just wanted everyone to know that.
I can top that fear.
Oh, you got a fear?
Yeah.
All right, let's hear it. And then
my biggest fear in life, the only thing I'm afraid of, is when I'm taking a shit and there's a snake in the toilet.
All right, well,
that's a fear.
It's a fear, but has it ever happened?
No, of course not. But you've seen it happen.
I've never gotten beat by a bat. I'm just,
Okay, so it's the same thing.
Yeah.
You've seen it on those whatever they're called.
I think mine's a little more realistic. There's a better chance of me getting beat with a bat.
in suburbia, New Jersey, yes.
Yeah.
No snakes, but you go down south or something, that's a fucking fear. Are you kidding me?
It's one of those things when you see the picture on Instagram, it just sticks in your head.
Barstool Sports did it.
Yeah, and you're like,
oh,
fuck, ago, I don't like that. That's now on my list of fears.
A snake in the toilet.
There's a snake in my boot.
Ooh, sounds like he's got
I got the chills.
A snake in his chair.
I got the chills.
All right, everybody.
Thinking about it.
That's it. If you guys want, comment one of your biggest fears below.
Yeah, please do.
I'm very interested in people's fears. It's something that makes me motivated.
You forgot your biggest fear besides the bat.
Well, we could...
Pressure.
Well, that's not even a fear. That's just a fact. That's it, everybody. That's the show. If you liked it, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video and comment below. And also, give us some of your best bets, just for the AFC. Don't be that stupid asshole that comments NFC teams. We're doing that on Thursday, all right?
We're doing that Thursday. And follow Animals House on Twitter.
Oh, yeah. Ike, can you put the... our Twitter names up there, Animal and Snacks, and then the Animals House?
Do Animals House.
Thanks, bud. All right, everybody. Thanks for coming.
Love yous. This is enough.
Put them like this.
Put them in front of your chest.
Yeah.
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 Actually, yeah, there you go. That's perfect.
Can I pretend and try and get out?
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, you know what I should do? Hold on. Lean that this way. Hands up on your chest.
This is ridiculous. I mean, it's probably gonna be funny, but this is ridiculous.
That's pretty cool. All right, now
All right.
do it. You ready?
All right, tell me when.
You been filming this whole time? Are you good?
Yeah, I've been filming
All
all
right,
day.
All right, thanks.
I knew you were gonna do that.
I had
Fucking
to.
knew it.
Yeah.